Move this out of the way. Okay, now I'm here and I'm live. We're going to try this again. So let's go ahead and this is the YouTube. So where is my Zoom? Let me find that too. Okay. All right. So let's show the food with the computer because that's what seems to want to be on here today. And let me get this nice and big. All right. So I've put in sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, mung beans, and lentils. These are going to be burgers from Lissa's Raw Food Romance. And next, I'm going to put in, oh, I didn't have red bell pepper, but I did have some fennel. So I measured up the same weight in fennel. And I'm going to put that in because wouldn't that be good in burgers? I think. And then we're going to put in some fresh corn. I got that out of the freezer. And it's just been sitting here thawing. And some chopped carrot. Cup of chopped carrot. And some garlic. Bunch of garlic. And some sweet onion. And jalapeno, seeds removed. Psyllium husk powder. Let me make sure everything goes in. In a food processor, add all the burger patty ingredients and blend until you have a thick pate. Okay, so in goes the psyllium husk powder and a tablespoon of chia seeds. It doesn't say to grind them, but I'm gonna. So I can't imagine not grinding them. All right, got some chia seeds here. I'm going to do the burgers and I'm going to do 2 wraps today. So I'm going to be dehydrating up a storm. But with all that I'm hiking, like up to 10 miles a day, I'm getting hungry. So I need more calories. Otherwise, I have to eat so much, I'm bursting at the seams. Okay. Chia seeds, nutritional yeast is here. Chili powder and dried oregano. I'm looking at this, wondering, that looks like my chili powder, but what is with it? Because this is nutritional yeast. This must be psyllium. Darn it. Let me see if I can separate those two because did I do it twice? Oh, the heck with it. I'll just put it in. I'll figure it out as I go along here. And then where is my oregano? Oh, here it is. Got some oregano here. There. That's a mess of ingredients. So I just process this and drop it on a Teflon sheet for a couple hours. There we go. That is doing that. I'm going to see if I can see the chat here. You are live. Ah, I know. Here I am. Bevron. Hi. Oh, good. Walking to the train. All right. So we'll try this again. I just want to be able to see the chat. What happened is I made my phone. Um, okay, so tell me now, Jill, can you see the food processor? Gotta see which picture you see. Let me know. This looks good. Looks like burger material. Oh, a little bit more here. No, you can. Okay, good. Good, good, good. All right, I think we've got burger mix here. Show you what I got. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? All right, let me get a sheet. Thank goodness I've got the 9 tray. Because I'm gonna make 4 wraps and all these burgers. It looks like this makes a bunch. All right, so a quarter cup, a little one. All right, well, we'll try this. Just gonna make little burgers. And I'm gonna flatten them out. Can you see it here? Yeah. See, this is why I like to use my phone. It's so much easier to see things with the phone. But we'll try it here. We can make anything work. I need to leave enough room to flatten them out. But I had more of my meatballs at lunch today with more zoodles. And I got one more serving, so it made 3 servings for me. You know, I can eat so much, then I want something else, like a carrot to munch on or a piece of fruit. I like variety. But I'm gonna use these burgers in the wraps, I think. Although I'm going to the store tomorrow, so maybe I'll get some big leaves to make a burger bun, you know, like they do with the iceberg lettuce. Is everybody familiar with Lissa and Nate? You can see the corner of the tray. Yeah. Here, whoop, let's move this, and then we can have more tray visible. Because usually I clean the blade with this, but I don't have to. We need room. See, I've got all these ingredients for the wraps standing by also. There we go. We're getting there. Thanks for the feedback, Jill. It really helps. Sure smells good. Smells good enough to eat. And I have more than one tray, so. Of course, the more you get into the hydrator, the longer it takes for things to to get to the consistency you want, but well, I need to make all these things. I need to experiment. I only have a few more weeks left to figure it all out. And the first few days look like they're going to be kind of sparse as far as being able to find grocery stores. I've been going through and, looking at store hours and days they're open. And of course, this one town, the only store in town is closed when I'm going to be coming through. Either a Sunday or a Monday. Okay, there's one full tray. Got another one here. And actually, let's see how this works. Just to make it into a burger. I might need to move some of these for that reason. I think I'll move this one over. So I've been reading the book about this couple, this crazy couple. They're getting near 60 years old now, and they're walking the toughest path now in Scotland. And originally they did this coastal path that I'm going to be doing in May. And they did all 630 miles of it. I'm just going to be doing half, 300 over the whole month of May. And they didn't have any money. He had a terminal and has a terminal illness. And the harder he had to work, the better he got. So there you go, as far as exercise for improving your lifestyle, improving his life. So they're doing the most difficult walk in Scotland. It's full of bogs. It's pouring rain. They're freezing. They're better equipped than they were for the salt path, because for the salt path they were broke. They'd lost everything and they didn't know what else to do. So they hiked the path and they camped, and they're camping now too. And it's just amazing what they're doing. Crazy, but amazing. And so I'm reading that, and it's inspiring me, like this morning when I was walking and I was kind of hungry and tired. I thought, he feels like this and 10 times worse. And he's walking. So it really inspires me to just keep on going. So I like going on an empty stomach because then I don't have to go to the bathroom so much. But although I got a couple places in the woods that I can stop and go. Okay, so there's one plate of burgers. Let's get another one going here. Here, I'll move this so you can see what I'm doing. They're just the ones I moved over. And it's pretty easy. They make easy burgers. See, these will go into the wraps quite nicely. So whether I put them in there or put them in lettuce, I think they're going to work. It is quite a bit of seed. It was a half a cup of everything, of each thing. But I could probably use it right now anyway. With all the miles I'm walking and the hills I'm trying to climb. All right. A little bit more here. And then I'm going to do everything but the bagel wrap. and chickpea wrap. Yeah, we'll have plenty of room here for these. Almost done. These little ice cream scoopers sure work great. I just picked them up at the Goodwill, I think. It's usually where I get them. Sometimes Stevens buys me one if I'm having a lot of difficulties. This one feels like a Goodwill one because it's already giving me trouble as far as letting go of whatever I put in it. All right, getting down to the nubs here, which is good because I'm running out of room. See what we got. So it sure is quiet on the internet these days. I feel I want to come on because Chef AJ's not there, and Broccoli Mom hasn't been there, and Lissa's more on Instagram, and I don't know. It's just nothing to watch. It's kind of feeling like television, where there's nothing to watch. So I'm glad I got a good book to read. And lots of fun things to make. Lots of new things in the bundle. These burgers are from the Tales on the Tailgate book, which is in the bundle, and it's also a book on her that's available. I think it might have even been in the last bundle too. Yeah, this bundle they didn't say it would be all new stuff, so I think people were allowed to put in really anything they wanted. Actually, with this leftover, I should, put some on some of the burgers that are a little bit lacking. Don't really have an edge. Scrape it out. And then I'll look at the chat, see who's here. And then I'll fill my blender up with wrap ingredients for those who want to see a wrap coming together. A couple of wraps, because I'm going to do two of them. Go. Anybody had any April Fool's stuff pulled on them? There. Who's here? Els. Hi, Els. Aha. I'll dehydrate in my Excalibur. Tracy Lynn. So Tracy Lynn's mom's name is Bev. Sweet. Yes, it is so quiet. I'm happy to come on. Okay, so let me go ahead and stick these in the dehydrator, and then I'll be right back and we'll do the rest. I got 2 trays to get in there and get them started. And I'm grabbing 4 more trays for the wraps. Almost done here. All right. So one thing I need to do is mark down. So it's 4:25. So we'll mark that down so that 2 hours. Burgers, 4:25, 6:25. What do I do? 2 hours, flip onto a mesh tray and dehydrate for another 7 hours. Okay, then flip just onto the tray, without the Teflex, and for another 7 hours. That'll be the middle of the night, huh? Okay, and then you make a burger. So let's bring down the blender now. Let me grab my wrap recipe. I think I know it by heart now. I'm going to put in, I might chop these a little bit more. Just to make them a little bit more blendable. So this is the massive onion. And I'm gonna chop this more and stick it in. All right, hang in there. I'll be right back. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but be right there. Okay, I'm back. Oh, thanks. Thanks. I love my curly hair too. Just watched it. Let's see, on Sunday. Oh, the beet wrap didn't work, huh? Oh, a round cheap dehydrator. Well, it would be okay for the burgers else. Definitely. Because you don't need to square. You'll see what I mean about the wraps when I pour them out. So let's get them in here. Oops, I'm dropping them. 5-second rule. Rinse them off. Here we go. It takes so much onion, you can barely fit it into the blender. All right, let me look at my recipe just to make sure. So it's sweet potato, apple, and sweet onion. So I've just got an orange sweet potato. That's all I got here today. So that better work. And then we got apple turning brown, but it'll still be okay. And we got dates. Got some tahini, which I'm out of. I didn't have as much as I needed, but some garlic. Oops. Some apple cider vinegar. And is there nooch in this? No, onion flakes. This is a tablespoon of onion powder. I think that's it because there's nothing more here. There's the next one. All right. So now we got to blend it, and then we got to add chia. Oh, I need 2 cups of water. Got to have something to blend it in. All right. And we'll blend it, and then we'll add the chia and the flax. So I measured all this out, make sure it was the right amounts. And where is here we go. Like it. It wants me to stir it. There we go. All right, now let's go ahead and measure out some chia and some psyllium husk. I'm gonna put this in a container so that I can so I can get it out. It's getting too low in the bag. Here we go. This is a binder. I need 25 grams. Oops, I'm not supposed to say that, am I? Here we go. Oop. Takes it a minute sometimes to register. So there's that. And then we'll get some chia going here. Trying to get this to zero out. There we go. There we go. Go ahead and grind this. Make sure I did the psyllium correctly here. Yeah, I did. We'll get it all in there. I'm gonna grind up my chia, freshly ground. What you're saying. Wraps are big. I weighed everything, Jill. Yeah, the meatballs would work. Oh, and you've got Hello Delicious L's. There you go. Might as well give it a try. What the heck? Got nothing to lose. Are you having some issues with anything? Oh, geez. Everything didn't blend here. Wait a sec. You would think I blended it plenty, huh? All right, so I'm going to toss in the psyllium husk. Yeah, I measured everything. I measured it ahead of time. Nissan Plus. I get everything ready, and then all I have to do is load it up, and it's just so fast. So, all right. And then we'll put in the chia. My toothbrush. Toothbrush works great cleaning out the grinder. And I don't have to put my fingers in there. I'm feeling tired tonight. I didn't sleep well last night. Um, sometimes I sleep so great and sometimes I'm just not sleepy, but I'm feeling it now. All right. So now we're just going to pulse it. Short pulse. Here we go. I usually do 6. They say do it for 3 seconds. So 1001, I figure is 2 pulses each. Right. Now, let's move things so we can put the trays down. This is the fun part. Here we go. I'll pour these out and then move the blender. Pulsing it always pulls it up into the lid. So I scrape it back down again. Yeah. All right. Want things to go too far away because I'm going to use them again. Let's get this down in here so that it's all one big batch. Oops. All right. Let's see how I do splitting this in half. Start with this one. You can see how big they are, Els. Need some over in this one. Okay, half an each. Then I gotta smooth them all out so that they dry. I thought about stopping and grabbing the purple sweet potatoes on my way home from Gig Harbor, but oh my gosh, I was so tired. I was so full of it before, and then the letdown. Ooh, that was something. All right. Now we're gonna see if we can smooth these puppies out. And you just take your time with the bent spatula and try to get stuff out to the sides so that your sides don't dry out before your middle. Pretty color. Nothing wrong with the orange ones. I've made them before with the orange ones because I tend to get the organic orange sweet potatoes at Costco. So we always have sweet potatoes for Steven. And Dr. Goldner has a sweet potato. Is it a pudding? I don't know. I've made it, but it's been a while. I've made just about every recipe in there now. And it's just putting things together because everything's raw, so you don't have to cook anything. But it's fun combinations. There's a couple of them I probably wouldn't make again, like the cauliflower smoothie. That was kind of tasteless. And I made Nan's red cabbage smoothie this morning, and that was kind of tasteless too. Not sweet enough for me. I like mango in there. Really sweeten the pot. And my bananas, the bananas have been so green lately. Have you noticed that? Jeez. And makes them more starchy, but I like them sweet for things like the smoothies. I made Alex's little chocolates. They're sure fun. You just take a banana and blend it with a tablespoon of cacao. That's it, and stick it in an ice cube tray. And I just used a regular ice cube tray, and they froze and popped right out. Popped them out and put them into a baggie. I had one after lunch today. They're just fun. You could probably eat the whole darn recipe, but it's kind of fun to just have a little something after a meal. If I'm still hungry, I would rather eat like a whole fruit. These are just for a tasty treat. Okay, what do you think? Okay, I got this one, and I'm do the other one, and then I'm gonna don't let me forget the everything but the bagel spice on them. This part looks a little bit lower. Let me get in there a little bit. Spread stuff over there. There we go. Here. All right, let's try this one now. It takes a few minutes, but it's worth it, I think. Because then if I could do the quarter wraps, that's 4 meals. So just these 2 wraps could be 8 lunches. And, just have something else on the side, like a salad or something, because a half a wrap in a salad's too much, but a quarter wrap in a salad would be fun. And I love Maker marinara. Oh gosh, it's so good. It's with tomato and sun-dried tomatoes and uh, just, oh, it was so thick and rich. Like I say, I still got another serving. I suppose you could eat eaten the whole thing, but it's so fun to have a few meals. And I'd rather make smaller ones and again, just eat other things along with it if I'm still hungry. So today I've walked, I think I did 6 miles already this morning. I might call it a day. I don't know. I always say that and then I go out, end up walking another 3, 4 miles. But I should also take a day off just to recover. I got a big hike on Thursday. We're going to go do I think it's 8.7 miles. It's 1,000 feet of climbing or 1,100. So then Sherry wants to do another climb to get another 500, 600 feet in. So there's a 10 mile hike that is 5 miles with another, I think, 560 feet. So we're going to do that one. So it's going to be a big day, and that's, with a full pack, and it's not supposed to rain, so that would be nice, but you never know around here at this time of year. Anything can happen, especially if you're in a mountain. They'll get mountain weather. Mountains don't care what's going on down below. They do what they darn well please. Okay, what do you think? I think I got her. Let me get my everything but the bagel. We'll just sprinkle some of these on. And there we go. 2 ready. 2 ready and 2 to go. I missed Chef Julia. She was so fun during the bundle. I haven't seen her. Has anybody seen her? All right, let me take this. Oh, I can't fit. The hydrator's going to be tight. We'll make it work. Keep my dehydrator in the back bedroom because I don't have room for it out here. My gosh, I'm making a mess today. Let me wipe this down. All my paraphernalia, all my bits. Am I missing anything? How far do I drive from my... Oh, bye, Tracy. Ooh, work. Yay. Yuck. The bananas are green there in Colorado, too. Your 5th week on GLP? Goodbye, lupus. I haven't corrected my constipation problem yet. Well, I haven't corrected my water poop yet. Yeah, you and I are opposites, and I have so Sjogren's too. So we drive probably about we drive to Green Mountain, so it's about half an hour from here, 40 minutes. Not too bad, for a beautiful hike. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I was so impressed. I can't believe I've never gone up there, but I'm one of those one-trick pony types with the bicycling, and I've scheduled a ride for Friday, which is going to be interesting. The day after I do this hike. But I hate to schedule the rides on Saturdays because they're so packed. And I don't get paid enough to take packs of people out. All right. So let's try this again. Where's my blender? Here we go. I didn't have all the onion I needed, so I stole onion from another thing. I'm not gonna rinse this out because I'm just doing the same thing again. So I'm gonna use some red onion in addition to the sweet onion. But I think it'll work. And then this one also calls for apples and sweet potato, twice the sweet potato of usual. And let me grab the recipe because I haven't made this one in a while. All right, so sweet potato, apple, onion, sweet potato, apple, and onion. Okay, that's all right here. So let's go ahead and chop on it a little bit. Just so it all fits in the blender. Since I recorded the wrong screen yesterday, I figured the least I could do was just come on and make some stuff. But I definitely will redo the meatball because it's so good. I want to show it to you. She puts fennel seeds in it, caraway seeds. Oh, she's such a she's such a good cook, a good raw food prepper. What do you call it with raw food? Because you don't cook. Put together, make, however you want to say it. Prepare. Okay. Waste the sweet potato. And then the apple and some dates. You wonder, how am I going to fit all this in here? Somehow it always fits. Okay, and then we got these pitted dates from Costco. What else? Onion powder. And here's my tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Where's my onion powder? I don't see it. That was probably what that other thing was. So it'll be even more oniony. There's some onion powder. And that's it. Besides the water and the psyllium husk. It's a good thing because there's not much room left. Good. Here we go. Hop on. All right. This one's pinker. We're going to put in the psyllium. And then I'm going to grind the chia and stick that in. And we'll be done. Just put it on the trays and in it goes. Open up the edges here. Almost. It's unstuck and then it sticks again. All right. Go ahead and pulse it. It's like it's mixing. Get it mixed there. Okay. Oh, it's stuck to the paddle here. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to pulse it another couple times because it's sort of stuck to the paddle. Go. And voila. We have got 2 more wraps. Right. So let's get this out of the way. Take me a while to clean all this up, huh, Stevie? Yeah. All right, here we go. Sit here just for a second. It still didn't mix all in. I'll move that as soon as I get this out of here. All right. Let's see how we do here. Wonder why it's so pink. Oh, probably because there's a lot more of the orange, twice the orange sweet potato in here. As full as the dehydrator is, probably everything will be there all night. It's a 9 tray, but 6 trays really don't give it a lot of room for airing. But I've done 8 trays before. Wait, no, I've done 4 trays before. I've done 6 trays before because I do the wraps and then I make the cheese spread. And then there's one other thing, but I'm just going to do these for tonight. Poor Steven, he's trying to get in and out to start making his dinner. And I'm all in the way. I think I have quite a bit more over on this tray. The onion's going after my eyes. Apparently onion is hydrophilic, loves water. And that's why it goes right to our eyes when it's released, because that's the closest moisture that it finds. I'm supposed to have dry eyes because of my Sjogren's, but apparently I have enough moisture for the onion. All right. This one definitely is a bigger wrap. So it's going to take this one quite a bit longer to dry. I think. This one, not so much. It's sufficient though. I was thinking about taking some off the one and putting it on the other, but really, this one will be fine. I'm going to make some chickpea salad too. I love that in the wraps. So I'm going to have all kinds of stuff. Burgers, meatballs, chickpea salad. You name it. And then I need to sprout some more chickpeas and lentils. And I'll make up something and take it on the trip with me. I can't take it off the plane, but I can take it for my plane ride. Because it's raw. They don't like raw food. Okay. Put a little everything but the bagel on there and we'll be all set. There you have it. Wraps. Wraps and burgers from Raw Food Romance. Tales of the Tailgate. I don't know if this basic wrap recipe is on Tails, but it's pretty much the same as the Everything But the Bagel. But the Everything But the Bagel has 2 tablespoons of tahini, and I ran out of tahini, so this one doesn't have the tahini in it. It has a little bit more sweet potato. So that's it. Hi, Colleen. Onions with silicone keep the hair sprouting out your head better. Oh. Yes, she and Nate are so creative, Colleen. So this one is the Chickie salad wrap. And what she does with it is she makes the mayonnaise sauce, which is wonderful. It's mango and soaked cashews. And then her other fillings are just some green leafy lettuce, an heirloom tomato. And the Chickie salad is actually king oyster mushrooms. This is before she figured out the chickpea salad. So I'll probably make the chickpea salad. Although I could look for, I'm going to the store tomorrow, so I could look for some king oysters, 2 large king oysters. And then she puts in a bunch of spices and some celery and cucumber. So that's a possible thing. So then she makes the wrap. And then she starts the Chickie salad 60 minutes before serving. And what does she do with it? She does dehydrate them for 45 minutes and then flips halfway through. Depending on how crispy you want them, you can leave them in longer. And then the mayonnaise sauce. So once the mushrooms are sufficiently dehydrated, you take them out, add them to a bowl with diced and mixed veggies, and then put a little mayonnaise in it. Ooh, that would be good. I'll look for that. Then you just fold them into the wrap with your lettuce leaves. So it'll be good. Peace, bikers, Colleen. So that's it. I'm gonna have to move some things around to fit these in a dehydrator, but I will dehydrate things all night probably. And we'll see how it comes out tomorrow. So thanks for coming and keeping me company. And have a good night, everybody. Now I have to figure out how to exit out of all this stuff. Let's see, I think if I exit out of the Zoom,